Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers Academy, and this is the print on demand workshop part 2. So today we're going to be going over printing your products on specific. There we go. We're going to be printing your your designs on specific products. We're going to talk about how you can create your designs and the tools that you can use. So let's get into it. So one of the tools that you can use to create designs is Canva. You can use Canva or you can use PicMonkey. You can use Adobe Spark. You can use whatever tool you want. I mean, some people just create it in a regular Word document or in PowerPoint, make their designs and then make sure the background is clear, because ultimately at the end of the day, you're going to download your designs and superimpose it onto a product. So in order to create your designs, like, you can establish an account with Canva. I feel like is one of the most cost-effective tools that you can use. You can also do Adobe Spark. Some people like Adobe Spark better, and again, some people like PicMonkey, and there are others. These are not the only three, but I prefer Canva because I've spent so much time in Canva. I know how to use it, so it just makes my life a whole lot easier just doing it in Canva. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do in Canva with creating a design. And then we're going to download a design and we're going to upload it to Printify, I think. And I'll show you what it looks like when you upload the design and put it onto a product. I want you to know that inside of Canva, you have the ability to do that as well, because they have some products inside of Canva. So with that being said, I got to move this little floaty thing around so I can escape out, and let's go for it. All right, so we are in my Canva account, and in my Canva account, I'm just going to choose create a design. Before we get too far into it, I do want you to know that there's different pricing levels for Canva. I've had my account for a while, so I think I'm pretty much grandfathered, but the current pricing for Canva is, because I don't know. Let's see, you can do, this is the yearly. If you do yearly, they'll save 16%. So if you do the pro account right now, it's $12.99. I don't pay $12.99. I pay $6.49, I think. And you can do Canva for teens and the teams, and it's $14.99. Again, I have a grandfathered account, so I don't have to pay that. But if at some point you decide you're going to hire a VA, then getting Canva for teams may make sense for you. You could also sign up for the yearly, and you'll save a little bit of money. And again, this is the price for the first 5 people, and this is only for one person. So you can decide. It says that you have 100 million plus premium stock photos, videos, audio, graphics. You've got so many things to choose from. You can resize things. You can upload them to the cloud. I can talk today. So those are some of the features that you get. Now, if you sign up for the free, you are limited on what you can do. You can do drag and drop. You can do up to 250,000 free. You have 250,000 free templates. You have 100 plus design types and 1 million free photos and graphics. So if you want to test drive it and use the free to see what you can do, you can start with that. Your choice. I prefer the pro because of the fact that I can do so much more in pro. Okay. So when you go to Canva and you log into your account, whether it's paid or free, at some point my mouse is going to move. You're going to choose create a design. It didn't move at all. There. I don't know why it didn't move. I want to go back to the home page and it's not recognizing that at all. All right, so let me hit back. There we go. So you can choose create a design. You also have these options down here. If you want to create a doc, well, I activated the doc feature. So when you log in, you probably won't have the doc feature. You should have maybe the whiteboard. I think you start with whiteboard instead of doc. And then you also have Facebook posts, Facebook ads, Facebook covers, story, Instagram square, your story, animated, social media, Instagram stories, mobile videos, other videos, branding, logos, flyers, planners, infographics, posters, like you name it, you have the opportunity to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with, one of the easiest ones to work with when you're uploading images to another platform is the square. So Instagram has the Instagram square. I can go ahead and start with creating a blank. So I'm going to choose create a blank, okay, for the Instagram square. I have a blank canvas to start with. And at the end of the day, I'm going to increase the size of this blank canvas so that whatever I decide I'm going to do, I'm going to increase, make sure it covers the entire canvas. So whatever we decide to design. The other thing I wanted to point out, and let me just see, is print products. Inside of Canva, they give you the opportunity to do some print products. Print products are going to be very similar to some of the things that you might do on Printify. You see that you have the opportunity to do a t-shirt, a water bottle, a blank wall calendar. You got a tote bag, you've got coasters, you've got a mug, a photo book, a canvas print, a sweatshirt, gift cards, well, that's not, and then tags. So you can do gift tags, stickers, labels, a journal, a paper bag, guys, a poster, a notebook, a planner, a folded card, a hoodie, and a sketchbook. So within Canva, if you want to see what something looks like, you can select one of these for your design to display on and use that to help you to figure out, okay, do I think this design goes well on a tote bag, or do I think it goes better on a coffee mug, or do I think it goes better on a t-shirt? Okay. So the way that I got to this is up here, you have all these options, and one of them is print products. You can click on more to see what other options are available to you, so you can peruse all of the stuff that they have available to you, which is a lot. Or, like I said, you just go to print products. So we're going to go back to the square that I've already brought up. And before we go to the square, we're going to look at a few different products. One, we're going to look at, we'll talk about sweatshirts, okay? And let's do Valentine's, okay? And we can say for women, or we can just say Valentine's Day. So as these come up, what I want you to notice is how simple some of these designs are. So this one just says love, and it's got 2 hearts on the sleeves, it looks like. This one has custom embroidering. This one has a happy face that's melting and some words on the sleeve. This one just has XOXO in 2 different colors. That's it. This one says love with a little bit heart up above it. This one just has a heart and then the person's initials. This one just has a heart and it's multi-layered heart there. Okay. This one is images of, this looks like a Starbucks. I don't know. My son gets Starbucks all the time. This is some kind of cocoa. This one, like, it looks like people that love drinks, like they like be able to get drinks. This one says love in a bunch of different ways. This one has Halloween ghost. This one's just a bunch of hearts layered, 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 layered. This one is Be Mine in different colors stacked on top of each other, and Valentine. I think we should do this one. I think we should replicate. Now I'm not saying that the one thing that we're going to do that you should do when you do print on demand is to take somebody else's design. You're going to be inspired by other people's designs. But what I want to show you is how simple it is to replicate something like that. Love Never Fails. That's pretty cute. This one's just all hearts. That one's another heart one. I think that's a simple one to replicate. So they've got it in the white, and then they also have it in the black. And what they did was they flipped the heart. So you'll notice that the big loop is on this side, and then the big loop is on this side. So they flipped the heart is what they've done. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything that's like earth-shattering, difficult. Lollipops, again, you could do that. And this one just says love. So I want you to know that it's not complicated to make a print-on-demand design. So we did sweatshirts. Now I'm going to go look at, let's say, coffee mugs. Okay. All right, so with the coffee mugs, a little more involved, I love you, than a picture. So they made it customized to the person that is buying it, which is awesome. This one has got a calendar on it. Maybe it's a specific or significant date. This one just says love with a little heart up above. This one, the coffee mug thing came back up again, or the drinks came up again. This says Happy Valentine's, and then A, and yeah, the D later. That's pretty cute and also raunchy at the same time. This one is a couple, Ella and James. So again, customized, personalized. This one is cute as well, the two fingers interlocking. This one is just that the candy, you know, the Valentine's Day heart sugar candy. That's what that one is. Now, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely in love with this bundle. You know, I love bundles. And what it looks like they've done. Oh, look at this. Look at that rotation. Coffee mug with a picture to match. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Love it. Okay, so they're making a bundle. Or they're selling a digital download so somebody else can use it and resell it as a bundle. Oh, I love that. You can sell your prints if you come up with an amazing design. So I do like that. Okay, so let's go back because I got distracted by bundles because that's what I do. This one has the same design that was on that shirt we saw earlier. They put it on a coffee mug. Same thing with the reverse heart. Same thing with the love and the little heart on it. I want you to notice that once you create a design, you can put it on anything. Put it on a coffee mug, you can create it, put it on a t-shirt, you can put it on socks, you can put it on a tie, you can put it on leggings, you can put it on a tote bag, you can put it on a phone case cover. Like the way that you run your business and what you decide you want to sell, you can replicate it and put it on multiple products and see which one is going to get the most traction. Now, there might be some products that doesn't make sense that based on your design to put it on, but for the most part, like you'll probably be able to find a lot of products that are like this where it exists on a t-shirt and it exists on, you know, some other stuff as well. So here's that heart again, not hard to create and or replicate. There's that customization we talked about before. They have so many raunchy ones, which is cute. They've got the hearts, and this one is just a bunch of words. Congrats on being my boyfriend, you lucky bastard. Good morning, beautiful. Not a hard one to create. It's just text and changing the color in the background. And they continue with some of the stuff that they have to say. And then here's the candy. So we can do both of those where we can create the design. Sorry, I'm trying to get to this and it's fighting me. All right, so the first thing was, I think it was like love and a little bitty heart on the, let me move this. This has to go to the bottom. Little floaty thing. There we go. So I think it was love and a little thing on the bottom. I think that's what it was. Nothing hard. So we can do the heart. We can find that. And this one was the love with a little heart. So if I go over here and I go to text, I can look at all the text options that are available to me. And I can come and see, here's the XO. I can come up with something that is similar and simple. So I can start with one of the designs that already exist out here in the universe. I do want you to know that there's extra designs that are available to you if you sign up for the Pro. Those extra designs that you see have the little crown on them. And you want to make sure that you follow the trademark and copyright guidelines of Canva if you decide you're going to use those. We go into that in more detail in the mastery class, but you just know that you probably need to do just a little bit of research to make sure you're good. Combining them, you can use those if you're combining it with something else and selling that product, but that's a different discussion. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And you see that I have an effect, okay? And what I can do is up here at the top, since it's already got the purple frame around it, I can click on the letter and I can change the color. So if I want to change the color to red, I can choose red by clicking on the plus, or I can scroll down and find red and choose red. Now it's got this effect on it. And if I don't want the effect, since it's still highlighted in purple, I can go to the effects and I can leave it on, or I can choose it to be normal and plain. And so now the text is normal and plain. So the great thing about the effects, choosing the effects button, I can choose any of these and I could potentially make a design out of whatever I choose once I choose a specific font. Okay. So now that I've kind of gone through and I've looked at a few of them, I'm going to go ahead and change it to this. And I'm going to click inside of this purple box and I'm going to type the words love, oops, in lowercase. Okay. So it's not quite the same font that the other one has, because if I go back, this is the font. So mine is maybe a little more fancy. That's fine. You can, whoops, you can choose whatever font works for you. If I wanted to try a different font, I can click on this drop down here and I can choose one of the other fonts that I want. So if I want more cursive or curly, I'll choose curly. I can change my font just by selecting one of these. That's love. I can choose that one, which I think is a good one. That's Jenny script. I don't know about this one. Okay, not as exciting. That one's kind of simple. Love, daydream. Now I feel like that might be a little bit closer to what they have. Love, love. Okay. So after I decide which one I like, then I can go and find the heart. So let me show you how to find the heart. So I'm going to go with Jenny script. Okay. And I'm going to make this big. I need it to be huge. So I'm taking the purple outside the edges so that way the words love show up as big as possible. The other thing I'm going to do is it's bold. It has the B is gray. I'm going to unbold it. I don't want it to be bold. Okay, so now it's a little simple. I don't know if I like it now. So let me choose one of these others. What was the other one that I thought was pretty good? Daydream. Daydream. Okay. Daydream will work. Okay. So now that I've got the word love, okay. I didn't spend a lot of time, only because I'm talking that it takes me longer than I wanted to. I'm going to go right out to the edges with it. Okay, so now I have the word love. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. The way I can move it down is once I get the little cross, I can grab it and come down. Once I have the little cross, just bring it down just a little bit more. So now I'm just going to add that little heart up above. So the way that I find and add the little heart is I go to elements. And once I go to elements, I can type in the word heart. And then once I type in the word heart, a bunch of hearts are going to display down here. Okay, a bunch of hearts and a bunch of heart options. I can scroll through this. I can click on see all. And I can find a heart that I feel like works for whatever it is that I'm trying to create. Okay, the feeling, the look and feel, the product. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one. Yeah, that's a little thin. Let me see if I can find something thicker. That would be thicker, but I need it to be a different color. So I'm going to delete the one that I just copied in. And that one has got the purple square around it. So as long as the purple square is around it, I can hit the delete button and it will disappear. And I am going to choose this pink one, even though it doesn't match my color. Once I have the pink one, I'm going to move it around to where I want it. And I'm going to make it smaller by grabbing the edges on the end. Okay. And I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller than what I have right now. Okay. So now that I have it, how do I make it match the color? So you'll notice once the purple square is around it, and the great thing is that when the purple square is around it, you can drag and drop it wherever you want to. I'm going to click on the pink square and the pink square color, and I'm going to change this to red. Now my two reds match. Okay. So the design is this, love. This was the design we were inspired by, love. And this is the one we created. Now, reality, it's not going to take that long to create this. It just only took me longer because I was stopping and talking and all that other stuff. I would literally just create something in like 2 minutes, move on, go to the next one. So when you get an inspiration, go create your version of it and go with it. Go to the next one. All right. So once I have it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this, this is my love. If I'm going to do multiple love designs, this is my love design 1. We'll just call it that. Up here at the top, next to your initials, when you create your account, should be a little box that you can type in, and you can name that file because it will auto save in your Canva account. And when you're working in your Canva account, you can find it by going to home. Once you click on home, you'll be able to see your projects, and you can go to your projects and you should see it in your projects. Now I have multiple people in my account because I have an account that's different. And I also have my VAs working in here. So I got a lot of stuff that shows up in my projects. But in any case, it just allows you to be able to bring up the product that you've created and the project that you were working on. And now what I can do is to download this and to clear the background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on share, click on download, and I need to have a transparent background because I need to be able to superimpose this on anything that I want. I need to download it as a PNG. So I'm going to choose PNG and then I'm going to click download. Once I do that, now the image has been downloaded to my computer and I can work with it. I can add it to other stuff. Okay. So the other thing is print this with Canva. So if I wanted to see this design, I can click on print this with Canva, and they're going to ask me what I want it on. So I could see what it looks like on a t-shirt. I could see what it looks like on a painting. I can see what it looks like on a canvas bag. I can see what it looks like on a decal. That looks like that's a bumper sticker decal. I can see what it looks like on a water bottle. I can see what it looks like on all this other stuff. And you can do that right within Canva. So if I wanted to see what it looks like on, let's say, a t-shirt, I can choose the t-shirt, says resize and down and design. Okay. So this is where it's going to show up. Start designing, and there's my design over here. Okay. I can move it up and say, ooh, that's too low. I need it up higher. So if I want this up higher, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually drag and drop from an open space. And that groups the two images together, and I can move it up. And then once I move it up, now I can go back and do this again. Go back, my product. Okay. When I choose to, so I can print t-shirts, I can see what it looks like on this particular t-shirt. Now when I make it bigger, you can see the red with the little heart and the love up at the top. This could be a design that you could download if you wanted to and make this one of your images that you share onto whatever platform, depending on the platform that you're going to sell on. If I wanted to change the color of the t-shirt, let me go backwards, close. As I scroll down over here, maybe with my mouse, I can change the t-shirt to white. Go back up. Now I see what it looks like on a white t-shirt. So again, I think it pops on a black t-shirt, but you can see what it looks like, your design, and all I did was just move it up and kept it grouped together. If I wanted to see what it looks like on a coffee mug, so let me go here, and I want to print your design, and I choose print your design again. And oh, well, we can see what it looks like on a water bottle. Let's go ahead and do the coffee mug. Resize and design. Once I resize and design, I feel like it needs to be bigger. Okay, so I'm going to move this just a little bit. Okay. Now I can see this. I could go through and I can put it front to back. So if I scroll down just a little bit, I can say I want it on the front and the back. Okay. Then I can look at it and see what it looks like to have it on the front and the back. So this is my thrown together design, and here is the design that they had. Not too shabby, different colors, different font, same thought. Okay. So the thing that you need to know is if you're going to use them to produce your product, you need to know what your pricing is going to be. Your pricing is going to be a little bit higher. Sorry, your pricing is going to be a little bit higher on Canva than it is going to be on some of the other platforms. So that's going to eat into your profit margins. So you want to be aware of that. But again, we just superimposed it within Canva so that way before you export it, you have an idea of what it might look like on other stuff. So if I close that, we'll do one more. So I'm going to scroll down once I click on share. Print your design. I'm going to choose that. And again, if you wanted to download any of these images, you could do that. So I'm going to see what it looks like on, here's a paper bag, sweatshirt. Okay, let's see what it looks like on a water bottle. Or you could do a tote bag, whichever one. Yeah. So it's pretty big. Okay, so I just resize it by grabbing the corners. I can, once I grab the corners, I can go and grab my heart. And again, once the purple square is around it, then you can move it around. Now I can go look at it. If I wanted to make it smaller, I could. They gave me some more to look at, so I can't see the heart. So I can see the different dimensions or to see it, in different positions going around the bottle. There's the little heart. There's the back side. You can continue to go on, somebody holding the water bottle and the water bottle with a bunch of other things. So giving you some more ideas, somebody holding up the water bottle and the water bottle laying down, somebody putting the lid on it. So all of those things, again, if you come up with a design, like if I wanted to repeat the word love on here, which we saw that cascading love before. So let's do that for just a second. I can take this cascading love, and I can duplicate it by just clicking on the duplicate. Once I duplicate it, I have a new one, and I can just move this one down. And then I can duplicate it again and just move that one down. So what that's going to do is, if I want each layer to be a different color, I can do that. So let's say the second layer, I highlight the second one, and I want to change that color from red to something else. Maybe I want to make it pink, this color. Okay. And then I want to choose the third one, and I want to make it this color. So now I've got 3 different colors for the word love. I'm going to move this up a little bit. I'm going to grab the second one. Once I have the purple square, I've got it, and I can move it around. And then I'm going to grab the third one. And I'm going to move it up. Okay, now I can take my love, 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 and I can superimpose it onto a t-shirt. So let's do that. Let's close this. And let's go and choose your drop down, choose print on a design, and going to choose a t-shirt. Now this is going to look cute on this black t-shirt. See? And that's what it would look like. So it's just a matter of playing with the tool to come up with designs and get inspiration. Now, what are the products that you can play with on other platforms? So let's just say we like this one. We like what this is, or we can make it bigger. So I can increase the font size. Let's say we're going to make them, I don't know, up here, I'm going to just go ahead and type in 400. Let's see how big that gets. That's not big enough. Let's go to 500. All right, there you go. I like that. So I change this to 500. And I'm going to choose this other one down here, and I'm going to make it 500. Okay, so now I have that. I'm going to actually, from the top of the corner, I'm going to drag and drop so I can select all of them together, and then I'm going to move them up together. Okay, so now that I've made them bigger and moved them up, we can see how immediately in real time it changes the t-shirt and the view of the t-shirt. I actually kind of like that, although it looks a little weird because the L's are just, you can't really tell that that's love. You have to really look at it. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead, let me just space this out a little bit. Let me get the middle one. All right, that should look a little more spaced out. Okay, just a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to download this design. So I can click on share, and I can go click on download. I want to make sure it has a transparent background. I'm going to choose PNG. So I'm going to go ahead and choose download. So now I have this downloaded twice. And if I wanted to go ahead and keep this t-shirt, I could go ahead and print this t-shirt and send it off, or, list it as one of my products. So where do I go to actually upload these designs? So you're going to create an account with some provider. Printify. There we go. So I'm going to choose Printify. I think I have an account with both of them. I just never remember. And it's probably an unpaid account at this point. But you have the suppliers that I've mentioned before. You can always come back and look at the replay. Printful, Printify, Guten, Print Aura. Those are all great platforms to list your product on. Redbubble, the price is going to be potentially a little bit higher. Redbubble and Zazzle, like they will pay you. If you upload a design and somebody uses it, you'll get a commission for the design that was being used. So those are great ones to use. You've got Gear Bubble and Teespring and T-Launch. Those are all good. If you want to get a Merch by Amazon account, you can sell t-shirts, of course, and sweatshirts on Merch by Amazon. They have some other products that they've increased the number or the types of products that they have available over the last 2 years. So they've added a couple more products that you can sell, but they are fairly limited. So let's go to, was I doing Printful? I was doing Printful, sorry. So let's go to Printful because I think I have both of them, but anyway. I'm going to go to Printful. And we're going to see what the products are that I can sell, or I can put my design on. They've got hats, accessories. Hold on, let me just make this smaller. I think the view from Printify is much easier to see more products than it is from Printful, but okay. So Printful has some specials right now. Enterprise pricing, waiting for it to come back. 30% off, special offers. They got phone case covers. Let's see what it looks like on a phone case cover. This is a photo paper poster, phone case cover, pillows. You can put that on there. They got t-shirts. So they're offering a special for that. And I want you to pay attention to the pricing because the pricing is going to matter. You as a seller, you have to decide what your price is going to be based on the cost or the expense to you to use them to create your design. So like on Canva, the cost, I don't know if we paid attention to the cost for the t-shirt is $20. Okay, for a t-shirt. Over here, so it's going to be more on Canva, but you can again use that design. You got $10.95 and you got $14.95, and you got a bunch of others too. But again, that gives you an idea of potentially what you got, what your options are. Then if you're going to do kids t-shirts, you can choose that and then scroll down and see what the pricing is going to be. Kids t-shirts, $13.95, $12.50. $12.75, $18.95. So you want to read about the t-shirt, you want to read about the quality, you want to read about, look at the stars and decide if you want to put your design on one of those shirts. Okay, then you have jackets that are available as well. Cute for kiddos. All right, so now let's go and let's put, maybe put it on a canvas bag. Why not? Let's see if we got a tote bag down here. Tumblers, stickers, greeting cards, accessories. Tote bag. All right, so we're going to superimpose this love, love, love with the heart on one of these tote bags. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is I have to log into my account. I'm just going to tell you I don't remember what the login ID and password is, which is really bad. So we're going to guess. I don't know what it is. Maybe. No. Yeah. Okay, so this is the account I created for, what did I create it for? For the print on demand summer workshop that we did. So we are going to do another print on demand training, and we'll go from there. Billing currency. So start an order, select a store. I'm going to do printful, basic order, create an order. So I'm going to go ahead and create an order, and we're going to upload this design onto this tote bag. So the first thing is it's going to ask me what I want to put it on. So I'm going to actually find accessories, and I'm going to choose a tote bag. I'm going to choose, as you can see, there's a bunch of options. When you rest on it, you can see what it might look like with the other stuff on it. I like this tote bag for whatever reason. So I'm going to choose this one. And it's going to ask me to add my design. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to upload from a file. And I'm going to choose the love, live, love. And that's the one I'm going to choose. And it's going to take a second. Once I have it, I'm going to click apply. So mine is ginormous. And they said, we recommend using a larger image, a large image. I think this is large. I don't know how you want me to make it any larger than it is. So bit to scale, I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger. No, I think it's big enough. I'm just going to go with what they got. So I can go to the mockup view, and it asks me, what do I want for the stitch? I'm going to go with the black stitch. You can do clear stitch. I'm going to select that. Okay. Then I'm going to go and look at what this looks like. Oh, I made it too big. Yeah, that's way too big. I mean, it's huge. Although that is pretty. But you can't see my heart. My heart is gone. So I'm going to go back to the design, and I am going to make this just a little bit smaller because you can't see the heart. So let's see. A little bit. Let's see. All right. I think we'll be able to see the heart now. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. And that is our tote bag that we just made together. Now, I would continue. This account is connected to my Etsy account. And so as a seller, if you haven't gone through the Etsy training, you can definitely go through the Etsy training. There is a way in which you can connect your Printful or Printify account to your Etsy store, so that way it will automatically import these images into Etsy. But I do want to point out two more things, or three more things before we wrap up here. One, I walked through how to create some designs. I didn't spend a lot of time. And so just so you know, you don't have to do anything terribly complicated, because I didn't do anything complicated. I've just been working with the tool for a while. The next thing is that whatever the listing is that they give you, meaning if you're going to connect it to your Etsy store and you're going to use their titles and their descriptions, I'm going to tell you, don't do that. You need to actually come up with your own titles, and you need to update the description. The best way to do that is to go and look at some of the other sellers' listings for canvas bags, and seeing how the titles are written, how the descriptions are written, so you can gain some inspiration and you can get some ideas on how you need to rewrite yours. So never take the default text that comes to you from Printful or Printify or any other tool that you have an automatic integration to your selling platform. Make sure you edit the titles and edit the description. The next thing is choose additional images. So there's going to be some some basic standard images that they're going to give you for your product. And it's not going to be a lot of them. It's not going to be a boatload. So it will be a handful of images that will be available to you. What I would recommend, and I do actually like this little mock-up. I just want y'all to know that I think this is really cute. What I would recommend to you is to go through and also superimpose your design on other tools. So what I mean by other tools is I have a tool called Place It, or you can get a subscription to it. So that's another expense. So I currently pay $6.49 for Pro, and then I think I pay $6.95 or $7.95 for a Place It. So I have a Place It account, and watch me not be able to remember what the login ID and password is. I'm really bad, guys. I'm sorry. But hold on, let me just see. Maybe this is it. I never remember. Probably should have wrote those down offline before we got started. Oh, that is it. So what I can do is I can look for tote bags. And you can see with the tote bag mock-ups, ours has a black strap. So some of these are not going to work, but this one has a black strap. But it may not be the exact same design. So if I was going with one of those other designs and not the fancy one that I chose, then I could use any of the mock-ups that they give me, and I can add additional images to my listing. The only one that's going to be somewhat close is going to be this one. And yeah. So if I continue, let's just see, mock-ups without people. Here's a couple. So I chose a fancy one, so I'm not going to see mine. I think this is going to be the closest. I could superimpose that image in this one too. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to upload that image that I did. Again, you can sign up for a membership with Placeit so that you'll have the ability to do that. You can also change within Placeit. You can change the color of your bag, the figures in the background, and all of that. Why does this matter? Well, when you are creating a listing and Printful or Printify, they give you like a standard number of images, and they're the basic images that come with the platform. When you use additional images or you add additional images, that's going to give you more eyeballs. And remember, there's a lot of people that are using Printful, Printify, and some of these other platforms. So the image design is going to be familiar to everybody. So the goal is for you to find something that doesn't look like everybody else's so that you can hopefully attract more people to your listing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this background, the tote bag color to white, I think. Recent colors, change it to white. And I'm going to change the figures in the background to, I don't want them. I don't know how to get rid of them yet. Default. What do we do? Love, I want red colors. So we'll choose one of these reds. Okay. And then I want this to be maybe colors. That's going to be a complementary color. Pink. This pink. Nope. This one. That's going to be the one. Okay. So now we're going to upload our image, the image that I just recently came up with. So I'm going to import from downloads. No, I need to upload. Hold on. Upload the image. Trust me, I have not. My VA has been working in here. Insert. Recent. From your device. There you go. So once I find it on my device, I'm going to upload it. I can crop it. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. So I'm going to go with that. Ooh, need to crop that. Whoops. Well, I think I hit replace by accident. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to resize. And crop. Okay, so now I have this tote bag that I think is cute. And I have another image that is not the image that came to us from Printful. So, you know, there's other platforms in which you can use to help you come up with more images or more designs for your specific product that you're trying to sell. You can also see that they also have some other minimal whatever, but mine are not taupe. It's white, so that's just why I did a white background. So I could download this image. I could get rid of whatever this thing is and do the same color so that the little things are not, oh, they're still there. I don't know. So choose another design where you can get rid of that. But anyway, you can choose a bunch of different stuff. My point is that you want to get multiple images. That was my point that I was trying to make. The last thing is, because we looked at tote bags, I'm playing with tote bags. We did t-shirts, blah, blah, blah. So I am going to do Valentine's tote bag. The thing that I am going to be paying attention to with this Valentine's tote bag is I'm going to be paying attention to the titles that first come up and the images that are showcased in this particular product. You can see this one is, they've got a black one and a white one. They've got a black one and a white one. They've got a, it's not really white, but it's like cream colored, and another one. So these are the first ones that are showing up. You can also see the stars. So 3610, that's a lot of reviews. 6225, 295, 260, 267. You can see the prices. And so it gives you some insight into the products that are being showcased and also the price point at which people are selling them for. So the price point that they're selling some of these for is a little higher, or sorry, a little lower than what I want to sell mine for if I'm doing Printful, because I didn't write down, normally I do, the price is $17.95. So we're not going to make any money if we try to sell it for $15.99, are we? We're not going to make any money. So you're going to have to sell it for more. And one of the things you might do in order to be able to sell it for more is include a bundle. Give them something else to go with that and put those two products together. Maybe it's 2 tote bags. Maybe it's a tote bag and a scarf. Maybe it is a tote bag, a scarf, and a pair of socks and a t-shirt. Like, create multiples because you've already got the design, and then use your tools to superimpose all of those products together into one cluster photo. And that will give you the opportunity to raise the price. So you can, to come up with the tags and the keywords, you can use the tool called eRank. That is another subscription that I've already mentioned. And eRank will help you come up with keywords and titles for your listings. So if you don't have an eRank account, you can get a free one. There's also paid ones. I have a paid one. And so with eRank, it's not expensive. Oh, they did raise the price a little bit. So it's $5.99. So now we're looking at, 2 subscriptions that are under $10 and one that's right over $10. So at least $30. $30 to get eRank, Placeit, and Canva to be able to do this. And then whatever subscription you decide you're going to go with for Printful or Printify or whichever platform you're going to potentially create your listings on. So use eRank to help you with the keywords, the titles, and if you click on features, it will tell you what it will do for you. It will help you with, no features, there's nothing there. Oh, what? Okay, well, we'll just go down here. So keyword tool, listing audit, rank checker, competition tracker. Sorry, I do love the competition tracker because that gives you an idea the products that you're getting ready to sell and what the competition rate is on Etsy. That's the competition that it's looking at. Trend buzz, of course, if you have the eCom planner, you have a leg up on everybody else because you can create your print-on-demand designs anywhere from 10 weeks to 12 or 14 weeks in advance. Make your listings live and then tweak them as you get closer to the holiday, looking at your competitors and making adjustments to your listing. So you have a competitive advantage over other people if you got the eCom planner. If you didn't, you still can get it. Then you got traffic stats, keyword list, delivery status, top sellers, listing changes. So again, the subscription, it pays for itself. Trust me, it really does. And the last tool that I'm going to recommend is Keywords Everywhere. Keywords Everywhere. If you don't have it, I recommend that you get it. It is $10 for 100,000 keywords. It's really affordable. So I think it's $10. They may have, it's still $10. So 100,000 credits. It's crazy. It's a Chrome extension. And so you can do keyword research using keywords everywhere. So those are the going to be the tools, sorry, that I'm going to recommend as you go down this journey. So what is the first thing you need to do? You need to decide what it is that you think you want to create a design for. You need to not be in your head and say, I'm not that creative. I'm not a design genius. You don't have to be a design genius. You don't have to be that creative. You can choose something basic within Canva to start the journey. And then you just need to play with the Canva tool. Play with it, see what it looks like on the products that Canva has access to. Upload your images onto the platform you're going to choose to list it with or on. If you want them to fulfill the order, then of course you're going to go through them. And then consider grabbing a couple of tools to help you get good titles and good descriptions, but make sure you're looking at your competitors to get an idea of what this title should look like, what the description should look like, and also the number of images. So if I'm competing with somebody else's tote bag listing, I'm going to go see how many images they have for their tote bag listing, and then I'm going to do my best to create as many variations of mine. So this Jesus, Love Like Jesus, I think I've seen the lady holding the tote bag a couple of times. Not here. This is over the shoulder, you'll notice. Okay, so you have to go through and sort of look at them. But you'll notice over time, like this one has this background, the Canva bag is there. You'll notice that some of them have a specific combination. This is, again, this board, the two hats on both sides. So that particular image is coming from somewhere. This one has the same image, the plant on the side and two different tote bags. Okay. So same image. This one's a clear white background. So when you showcase it with a lifestyle image or something like that, you have a better chance of driving more traffic to your listing. So I just want to encourage you to do that or to consider it. Okay. So I hope this is helpful. I gave you some things to think about. Go back and listen to the replay, give you an opportunity to do that. We are going to have a more detailed print on demand workshop coming up. And so if you want to sign up and you really want to get into the print on demand game, this is a good time to do it. So sign up for that workshop when it comes up. So next week, we're going to be talking about planners and notebooks and coloring books and using KDP and Lulu and some of the other platforms to do your, in session 3, to create your books. So with that, this has been the eCom Sellers Academy workshop on print on demand. And hopefully I gave you something to think about. You have some homework to go and do some research. And then once you do some research, go ahead and jump in. Make a note of what you want to do first, second, and third so you don't miss the steps. And if you want more help, don't forget that eCom Sellers Mastery Print on Demand Detailed Workshop is coming up. We're going to say goodbye for now, guys. Type your questions in the thread below this video so that we can answer your questions, any questions that you might have. Goodbye for now, guys.